Do you know there are over 7 billion SIM cards in the world? And a single invisible text message can hack them. No clicks, no downloads, no warnings. This real attack, called Simjacker, exploits old software hidden on SIM cards known as the SAT browser. With one silent SMS, hackers can track your location, make secret calls, send fake texts, or even install spyware, all without you ever knowing. What makes it terrifying is that it bypasses your phone's fingerprint, password, and antivirus, because the attack hits the SIM card itself. iPhone or Android, it doesn't matter. The only defense is awareness, which if you want real protection from threats you can't see, that is the basis of Tileris' existence. Our AI-powered security detects invisible attacks before they strike, keeping your digital life safe. There are over 7 billion active SIM cards in the world. A few years ago, researchers discovered a single flaw so deep it could allow hackers to take over hundreds of millions of them with one invisible text message. That flaw is likely still in your phone right now. This is the story of Simjacker. We spend so much time worrying about the security of our phones, downloading the right apps, avoiding suspicious links, and using strong passwords. But what if the most vulnerable part of your phone isn't the software you installed or the website you visited? What if it's the tiny plastic chip that gives your phone its identity, your SIM card? For years, the only SIM card hacks we worried about were things like SIM swapping, where a hacker socially engineers their way into getting your phone carrier to move your number to their device. But there's a much more terrifying and sophisticated type of attack, one that doesn't rely on tricking a customer service agent. It's a hack that targets the SIM card itself, bypassing all of your phone's security measures, from your fingerprint lock to your operating system. With the fast-paced advancement in the world, we need to understand SIM card security. The hack we are discussing is a real-world vulnerability that was discovered in 2019 and is known as Simjacker. It works by exploiting legacy software on the SIM card called the SAT browser, which is still found on hundreds of millions of SIM cards worldwide. To understand this hack, we first need to understand the role of your SIM card. SIM stands for Subscriber Identity Module. It's a small chip that stores information that identifies you as a mobile network subscriber. It's the reason your phone can make calls, send texts, and use mobile data. It contains a unique number called an IMSI that connects your phone to your mobile account. Now let's talk about the different types of SIM card threats. SIM cloning. This requires a hacker to have physical access to your SIM card for a short period of time to make a copy. It's a lot like copying a house key. While it's a security risk, it's not a remote hack. SIM swapping. This is the more common and well-known threat. It's a social engineering scam where a criminal impersonates you to your phone carrier. They convince the carrier to transfer your phone number to a new SIM card under their control. Once they have your number, they can intercept all of your calls and texts, including two-factor authentication codes from your bank, email, or social media accounts. But Simjacker is different because it exploits a forgotten piece of technology hiding in plain sight. The SAT browser, which stands for Somalian's Toolbox Browser, is a micro-application that lives directly on the SIM card itself. It was designed in the pre-smartphone era, a time of basic feature phones, to allow mobile carriers to push simple, text-based services to your device, like checking your account balance or getting a weather update. Think of it as a relic, a piece of ancient code from the dial-up era that has been carried over and embedded in modern high-tech SIM cards. Because this software is so old, its security standards are incredibly weak. It was never designed to exist in a world of sophisticated cyber threats. The researchers who discovered Simjacker found that this forgotten browser could be triggered by a specific type of text message, turning it from a harmless relic into a powerful, undetectable spy tool. The Simjacker hack starts with an invisible text message. A hacker sends a special, malicious SMS to your phone. This isn't a normal text you can read. It's a binary SMS that is meant to be read only by the SIM card, not by your phone's operating system. Because it's a binary message, you won't see any notification that it has arrived. The SIM card's outdated SAT browser receives this invisible message and, without any user interaction, executes a series of commands. This gives the hacker terrifying capabilities. Location tracking. The SIM card is instructed to send your phone's location and unique IMEI number back to the hacker. Because the hack is so subtle, you can be tracked for weeks or months without ever knowing. Making silent phone calls. The hacker can instruct your phone to secretly place a call to a premium rate number to steal your money, or to call another number to listen in on your surroundings. Sending fake messages. The hacker can force your phone to send fraudulent text messages to your contacts, potentially spreading more malware or scamming your friends and family. Opening web pages. A hacker can instruct your phone to secretly open a web browser to a malicious link, potentially downloading additional spyware or Trojans. Disabling your phone. In a worst-case scenario, the hacker can send a command that performs a denial-of-service attack on your SIM card, effectively disabling it and leaving you with no phone service. What makes Simjacker so dangerous is that it attacks the SIM card directly, bypassing your phone's operating system. This is why your phone's security features, like your fingerprint sensor, passcode, or the latest software updates, do nothing to protect you. The attack happens at a deeper level than your phone's operating system isn't even aware of. From the hacker's perspective, this is the perfect espionage tool. The real-world attacks observed by security researchers at Adaptive Mobile Security, who discovered the vulnerability, were not random. They were being carried out by a sophisticated nation-state actor for targeted surveillance. The attack chain was chillingly efficient. First, the attacker sends the initial ping, the invisible SMS, to a target's number. This instructs the SIM card to immediately send back the phone's location and its unique IMEI number. This information is sent via another SMS to a device controlled by the attacker. If the target is in a location of interest, the attacker moves to the second stage. They send another malicious SMS with a more complex set of commands, instructing the SIM to open the phone's browser and navigate to a website. This website then downloads a more powerful, persistent piece of spyware onto the phone's main operating system. The Simjacker vulnerability, therefore, acts as the perfect silent dropper, the initial point of entry that is completely undetectable and opens the door for a much deeper and more permanent infection. The victim has no idea their location was just compromised, and they have no idea their browser just opened a malicious link in the background. So what makes this specific vulnerability a nightmare scenario for security professionals? It's the combination of 4 key factors. First, it's platform-agnostic. The attack doesn't care if you have an iPhone or an Android, a cheap phone or an expensive one. It targets the SIM card, a universal component, making billions of devices potentially vulnerable. Second, it's completely invisible and requires zero user interaction. There's no link to click, no app to install, and no notification to see. The attack happens in the background, making it impossible for a user to spot. Third, it has a massive potential scale. An attacker can send these malicious SMS messages to thousands or even millions of phone numbers at once from a simple computer. Finally, it leaves no trace on the device. Because the initial attack instructions are processed by the SIM card and not the phone's main processor, there are no logs or files left behind for security software to find. This combination of cross-platform compatibility, stealth, scale, and untraceable execution makes it one of the most insidious mobile vulnerabilities ever discovered. So, how do you protect yourself from a hack that you can't even see? Unfortunately, there is nothing you can do as a user, but you could take some practical steps. The first line of defense falls on the mobile carriers, but there are several critical steps you can take as a consumer. Contact your carrier. The Simjacker vulnerability is now well known within the industry. Contact your mobile carrier and ask them if your SIM card is vulnerable. In many cases, carriers have been working to update or replace vulnerable SIM cards and implement network-level filtering to block these types of messages. Use an authenticator app. This is a crucial step. Many people use SMS for two-factor authentication, which is vulnerable to hacks like SIM swapping and Simjacker. Instead, use an authenticator app like Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator. These apps generate unique codes that are tied to your specific device, not your phone number. So even if a criminal hijacks your SIM, they won't be able to log into your accounts. Enable extra security on your account. Call your mobile carrier and ask if you can add a passcode to your account. This is a simple but effective way to prevent a SIM swap, as the customer service agent will require that code before making any changes to your account. Monitor your phone. Pay close attention to your phone bill and data usage. If you see a sudden spike in data usage you can't explain or mysterious charges on your bill, it could be a sign of a remote hack. The terrifying truth about SIM card hacks is that the most dangerous ones are the ones you can't see. The Simjacker vulnerability showed us that even our most basic and trusted technology can have a hidden weakness that a criminal can exploit from thousands of miles away. This is a powerful reminder that true security requires constant vigilance. It's about being aware of threats, even the ones that don't announce themselves with a notification or a strange pop-up. My call to action for you is simple. Take a moment today to check on your SIM card. Call your mobile carrier and ask about your security. And if you're still using SMS for two-factor authentication, make the switch to a dedicated authenticator app. Your digital life is too valuable to leave vulnerable to a hack you can't even see. In our modern, digitally connected world, the increasing number and complexity of cyber threats can be overwhelming. To effectively protect your most important data, you need specialized help. That's why you should visit us at Tileris.com. Here, our AI agents and powerful cybersecurity applications are ready to provide a complete defense for your digital life. Our cutting-edge technology excels at finding threats in real time, identifying weaknesses, and proactively stopping attacks. To begin securing your future, you can simply ask for a personalized demo or a professional consultation, and our experts will handle the rest. Don't wait for a data breach to happen. Take action now. Visit Tileris.com today to secure your digital life. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay smart, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.